The NNSCRA Offline and Online Racing at its best presents Speed World. Stop number 9 of the Castrol GTX Cup Series for season 37 brings us to Talladega Super Speedway, the longest and the fastest on the tour. As we're here today for the running of the always exciting Winston 500, as we're set for 29 laps of racing around this 2.66 mile tri-shape tri-oval here, with turns banked at 33 degrees in the turns and 18 in the tri-oval, much like sister track to Daytona, except a slight bit bigger. So quite the contrast from what we were at the last race of the tour at Martinsville, where he had a 0.526 mile paperclip like short track and speeds of up to about 90 plus miles an hour. Let's add about probably about 2.1 miles of that and raise the speed level to about probably 100 plus miles an hour more. So let's see what happens here today. On the pole at 188 miles an hour, it is Keith Batson, the Texaco Haviland 40, as one of our 3 in-car cameras for today's event. In the Texaco Haviland 40. Alongside of him will be number 98. It is Emmanuel Hartnett in the Fingerhut Ford. Ford, in fact, making a clean sweep of the top 5 spots in qualifying here today. Eric Sadler has the inside of row number 2, the Smokin' Joe's Ford, and number 2, Dylan Young in the Miller Genuine Draft Ford. Third row, JT Bryant, the TIC Financial Systems Ford, car number 81, has the inside of the third row, and Cole Deaver, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet, as the outside of row number 3. He won this season at Atlanta. Fourth row, Alex Miller in the number 33 Skull Bandit Chevrolet. And beside him will be number 12, Destin Bowen, unsponsored on his machine. He has the outside of the fourth row. Row number 5, Carson Gum, the Hooters Ford, car number 19. And number 30, it is Zachary Fitzwater, who won his season at North Wilkesboro. Next row down has number 9, Ryan Brommer in the Orkin Pest Control Ford, and number 31, Alex Hawkins in the Hardy Chevrolet, number 31. Next row down is number 42, Bryce Egan, the Meliella Pontiac, and Colin Cropley, 2-time winner this season so far, in the Ford Quality Care Ford, car number 15. Colin won his season at Bristol and Darlington. Next row down is Dylan Poteet, and who won his season, almost won at Richmond, but still has not yet won, the Maxwell House Pontiac car 22, and Caleb Fogler in the DuPont Chevrolet car number 24. Next we're down, one number up, Kyle Matthews, who won his season at Rockingham, the Kodiak Chevrolet car 25, and number 43, who won the winner at Richmond this season, Nathan Hudson in the STP Pontiac. Next we're down is number 16, Ali Layara in the Family Channel Ford, and Matt McIntyre in the number 71. Number 71, Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet. Next, we're down has number 11, Jessica Shelton, who has our second in-car camera, the Budweiser Ford, car number 11. And alongside of her is Paul Minnick in number 7, the XI Batteries Ford. Next, we're down has Joshua Osborne, who had that heartbreaking loss at Martinsville, but still finished second in that race. So, however, the best is Ford, car number 8. He hopes to win here, Tony. He's won here before, as a matter of fact, too, back in season 9. Alongside of him is number 10, that is Cat Batson in the Tide Ford. Next we're down is number 6, Seth Cole, who has our third in-car camera, the Valvoline Ford, car number 6, and number 1, Trent Dunham in the Skull Classic Ford, a couple old Tweenix teammates, believe it or not. Seth and Trent knows what I'm talking about right there. Mitchell Hodak is the inside lane on the next row down. Number 41, the Meineke Chevrolet, and beside him will be number 17. That is Reggie Fogelman. Next row down is number 40, the Kendall Motorola Pontiac of Michael Turner, and number 27, Joshua Sakui, the McDonald's Ford. Next row down is Daniel Voiles, the Quaker State Ford, car number 26, and number 18, the winner at Martinsville, Nathan Ormond. Next row down is number 4, Eric Monaco, the Kodak Film Chevrolet car number 4, and number 21, the Daytona 500 champion, Quentin Moore, the Citgo Ford. Then it's Laura Chung, number 77, the US Air Jasper Engines Ford, number 77, and number 5, Bill Parker, the Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevrolet, and starting shotgun, Zach Winkle, the Factory Stores of America Ford, car number 75, and number 90, Wyatt Quayle in the Highland Myers Ford. Here's the command to fire them up.
Gentlemen, Gentlemen, start your engines.
Command given the party engines are set for racing here today at Talladega Super Speedway. Oh yeah! As the pace car leads the field off a pit road for the green flag for the start. We'll be back for the start of the race right after this. Pace car making that turn on the pit road here. Keith Batson and Emmanuel Hartnett leading him down to the green flag to get this race started here at Talladega Super Speedway. Always dramatic, always exciting. But you know the rest here. Start finish line would be right about here if this was Daytona, but it's not. It's at the exit of the pit road. As the green flag's about to fly here, and boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys and girls! And that is the first lap of Talladega Super Speedway, and that Speedway, first lap tied at 165.092 miles an hour. But don't get used to this pace. Keith Batson led the very first lap of this race here. Carson Gum, low side, the Hooters Ford, car number 19. Dives to the low side, takes position, or tries to take position away. He's going to have Colin Cropley behind him to try to help him as they go through turns number 3 and 4. These are GNS physics. These Cup cars are running here, but I up these cars to 100 on the ratings just for this race at Talladega for sure. And maybe you'll do the same thing as well when you come back here for the Die Hard 500. Carson Gunn led lap number 2, the second lap for the leader, 184.402 miles an hour. Taking the directions here, Kyle Matthews to the low side. Nope, here comes Jessica Shelton, number 11, as they go into turn number 3 now. And oh, problems there, Caleb Fogler and Laura Chung have spun. Bryce Egan was involved, Cole Deaver involved, Quentin Moore involved, there's Joshua Osborne, Matt McIntyre again has crashed, Trent Dunham is involved, there's Joshua Sakuli up ahead, number 27, Trent Dunham, Michael Turner involved, had high hopes for this race as well, including after what happened in the Daytona 500 when he finished 4th in that race. Reggie Fogelman involved, Bryce Egan involved. The big one is struck on lap number 3 of this event, and Jessica Shelton led him back to the start-finish line with Cat Batson second. We'll take a look as to what happened that caused the big one here at Talladega for caution number 1 of the day. Well, there's the caution. Here's what caused the first caution of the day. They were 4 wide down the backstretch here. Caleb Fogler and Dylan Young were very close to each other. And Bryce Egan and Dylan Poteet got together, and Alex Hawkins may have to turn back around on this one. Well, there it was right there. Hawkins got into Poteet and sent Poteet right into Bryce Egan. And then right there, Caleb Fogler hits Cole Deaver. And then that triggered the whole accident right there as you see the Hawkins drive away. But the rest of the field, not quite as lucky right there. And oh my gosh. There's where Fogler hit Deaver right there, and then him and Chung got together. Then Pote gets back underway, but here comes Matt McIntyre. He misses Deaver's car, but Joshua Osborne, unfortunately for him, does not, and Matt McIntyre crashes right into him. Yeah, McIntyre, actually it was Michael Turner. McIntyre hit Fogler's car, and then so did the 27 car of Joshua Sakuli. Dunham's car spins around a little bit, ready to see him right there, and then so several cars there. So the big one is struck really on lap number 3 of this event. Dylan Young, he was involved as well too. So caution number 1 happening on lap number 3 at Talladega Super Speedway. We'll be back for the restart. Right after this. So pace car about to come up on the pit road here and look at the attrition list here. Joshua Sakuli, Quentin Moore, Michael Turner, Laura Chung, Joshua Osborne, Michael Turner, Matt McIntyre, Caleb Fogler, Dylan Young, Bryce Egan, Cole Deaver, and Reggie Fogelman. Those are the cars already out of the race here at Talladega Super Speedway, and there are 11 cars out and 27 cars left in this race here, and all of them on the lead lap. Restart lap number 8 at Talladega. Jessica Shelton is your leader. Second position is Kat Batson and Seth Cole, Kyle Matthews, and Mitchell Hodak, the top 5 here at Talladega. As they come out the second turn, Seth Cole tries the low side to try to get by Kat Batson. As they come on the backstretch here, Jessica Shelton looking for 2 in a row. You remember the last time we was at Talladega? She got the win in the Die Hard 500 season 36. So Jessica Shelton, you can no longer say it's snake pit at Talladega. She's finally got a win here on this track here. Or at least in the Die Hard 500 she does here. She's yet to get one in the Winston 500. She's finished second in this race before, but never a win in this particular event here. As they come to the start finish line, Shelton leads that lap. Seth Cole to the low side, or running in third position right now. Riding on board with Seth Cole right there behind Kat Batson and Jessica Shelton, 2 of the ladies. Running 1-2 right now at Talladega. Seth looks to the low side again. And there's the in-car from Seth's machine. 8,000 RPMs is how much they turn on this track. Following Shelton as they come up the 4th corner now, 182 miles an hour. Meantime, you got Chevrolets there in this all coming together here. 4-car, Eric Monaco looking for 3rd position. He's got it over Alex Miller. He's going to bring the 5-car of Phil Parker with him. Keith Batson, the pole sitter for the event. Trying to go at those 2 Chevys up there in front of him, I should say. And here comes Seth Cole for the lead on Jessica Shelton. Nope, here comes the 4-car of Eric Monaco's going to make a 3 wide. And Phil Parker trying to figure out who he wants to go with. He's going to go with the Chevrolet of Eric Monaco. Down the low side they come here. Seth Cole's got a run on the high side of the track here. But Eric throws the block on him. Eric leads his first lap of the race, but here comes Phil Parker to the low side for the lead. And he's got Eric Sadler, who had a tremendous qualifying run, qualified 3rd for this event. And also Emmanuel Hartnett, who started outside on the front row, started 2nd. So those 2 guys looking for some good runs here today. And he's going to go to the inside. Hartnett's going to have Zachary Fitzwater behind him in a 30 machine. And here comes another Pontiac, Nathan Hudson. in car 43, and Paul Minnick in the 7. Ford has the bulk of this field here this season in season 38. We have to check the manufacturer's breakdown for that one to give you the breakdown when we head to the next race on the tour at Sonoma, the first road course race of the season. So quite another contrast from Talladega. 11 laps in the books, just an explosive start to this Winston 500. As they come on the backstretch right now, and you got 20 cars in this pack of cars here. Well, 22 make that. Several cars off the pace, so after being damaged up in that wreck earlier on. Meantime, Emmanuel Hartnett takes the lead here, and here comes Destin Bowen and Colin Cropley. On the other side, nope, here comes Paul Minnick. He's going to throw the block on Bowen for position. And it's going to be Minnick, I think, is going to lead that lap. Yes, it will be Paul Minnick. So Minnick leads his first lap of the race. Remember, you get 1 point for leading a lap and for leading at least a lap, and then you get 1 additional bonus point for the driver who leads the most laps. And remember, it's 30. And remember, for this season, it's 38 points for the winner, 37 for second, 36 for third, and so on and so forth down the line. Depends, of course, on how many cars are running in the season as far as the first place bonus points. Of course, the one common denominator you have there, the last place driver, is only 1 point. That's how this new point system works out in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. But again, still no chase and no playoffs. That's my policy in this series. Trent Dunham, after spinning out in that wreck earlier, going for the lead now. Here comes Ryan Brommer in the 9 car. Who led that lap? It was the 15 of Cropley. And to the inside, and Daniel Voiles is going to be a daredevil, make it 4 wide through turns 1 and 2 as they go through the 33 degrees of banking in turns 1 and 2. And Brommer and Voiles side by side. Ali Layara up there. Kyle Matthews in the 25. Just tremendous racing at Talladega Super Speedway as it always is in this series. And Mitchell Hodak's going to shove Matthews up the track, and Voiles leads his first lap of the race. Fast lap of the race so far, 186.805 miles an hour by the 43 of Nathan Hudson. Ali Layara down the low side tries to go for the top spot on Daniel Voiles. And Eric Monaco, is he going to go to the low side now? Nope, here comes Alex Miller and Jessica Shelton. Alex Miller has 1 plate win in his career in this series. That came at Daytona in the Pepsi 400. I want to say it was back in season 27, I think it was. 27 or 28, whichever season it was. But he drove a custom Taco Bell Dodge that particular season. And Miller won that Pepsi 400 at Daytona under the lights. And that's his only plate win in this series for him. And Alex has actually won some of the big tracks as well too. He's won at Talladega, and he's also won at Daytona. Or actually, he's never won Talladega. He's won Daytona, but he's never won Talladega. He's also won his first win. I was trying to say came at Charlotte in the Mellow Yellow 500. Actually, not Talladega. Talking about Alex Miller there. Destin Bowen took the lead only briefly, and now Bowen's going to lead this lap. Looks like in the 12 car. As he blocks both Carson Gum and Kat Batson. And Destin Bowen leads his first lap of the race here, the number 12 machine. And they are being dangerous. 4 wide, 2 rows deep here. Keep an eye on this storm right here as they come down the backstretch here. JT Bryant and Kyle Matthews getting up close, as is Cropley and Dunham. This is not going to be pretty when they come off turn number 4. I about bet you this right there. Jessica Shelton falling in behind Trent Dunham. And Cropley just about got hit by the 41 car, Mitchell Hodak. "17 laps in the books, 12 laps remaining at Talladega Super Speedway. 186 miles an hour. These cars traveling the track here a lot slower than they were at Daytona, when they were hitting over 190 with ease. And for the top spot goes car number 6, Seth Cole. He's going to have Phil Parker behind him, the number 5 machine. Ford and Chevrolet on the bottom of the track. Off the 4th turn they come. And no, here comes Phil Parker and Eric Sadler to the side-by-side. And Seth leads that lap over Eric Sadler. On board, Jessica Shelton's car. Jessica was clocked 12th the last time by. And there's the view from Keith Batson's perspective. The number 28 Texaco Havoline machine started from the pole, led the first lap. Right near the middle of the paper there, right there underneath the 4 car of Eric Monaco, and the outside of the 26 of Daniel Voiles. Batson was 14th the last time by at the start-finish line, as we have now 10 laps to go, 9.5 now. And here comes Kyle Matthews down the low side. JT Bryant, by the way, led the last time by. And Bryant might lead another lap here, but here they come off turn 4. Here comes Trent Dunham. Took a peek to the low side. Bryant says, "No way, that's my spot." "20 laps in the books, 9 laps to go at Talladega." And they're actually drafting 2 mile an hour slower than what they qualify for the pole, which is actually pretty strange. They qualified the pole at 188 miles an hour, and the drafting speed is almost 187 miles an hour. 186.8, as we mentioned, was the fastest lap so far in this event. Kyle Matthews, low side, gets underneath Trent Dunham for 2nd place. He's going to bring Alex Miller with him in the 33 machine. Woohoo. Three wide there behind for 4th position. Here comes Carson Gunn to the left side of the 19 machine. Carson Gunn, an NNSCRA veteran, and he knows how to get it done, and at least in the Duracell Cup Series he does. Carson going to try to pull one off here in the Castrol GTX Cup Series as they come down the backstretch. As they go down the backstretch here, Gunn stays on the high side behind Matthews, but here comes Colin Cropley to the left side looking for his 5th straight top 5 finish. That streak started back at Darlington when he won, and he also backed it up with a win at Bristol. Finished 5th at North Wilkesboro and 3rd at Martinsville. And guess where he's running right now? Yep, 3rd at this point. And Cropley would love to get a win at Talladega himself as well, too, in the number 15 machine. Of course, everybody in this pack would love to get a win at Talladega for sure. Lap traffic up ahead. That's the form of, Wyatt Quayle and Nathan Ormond. Ormond damaged up in that earlier crash here. Wyatt Quayle way off the pace in that number 90 machine. I don't know what's up with his machine. And Zach Winkle also by himself as well, too, in a 71 car. I think the pack will catch. Yeah, the pack did. The pack will definitely catch him. They're running way faster by about 10 miles an hour, so that the pack will catch him before the finish. The question is what's going to happen. 6 laps to go at Talladega. JT Bryant doing a darn good job holding on to the lead here. These last few laps here, but here comes Emmanuel Hartnett, the outside pole sitter, and Eric Monaco in car number 4. That number 4 car has a lot of history at Talladega. That Kodak machine with both Ernie Irvin and Sterling Marlin driving. Marlin actually drove the car in '94. Year of this car set, by the way, too. This is the 1994 car set for the Winston Cup Series. And here comes Hartnett for the lead. He's got it. Here comes Eric Sadler. Where did he come from? That 23 Smoking Joe's car. Eric Sadler, another driver looking for his very first win in this series. Boy, that was close to the line. Who led that time by? It was the 23 by just inches. But here they come behind Wyatt Quayle and Nathan Ormond. What's going to happen when they catch up to those two? It's going to be on the about the bench. It's going to be on the back stretch. Down into turn number 3 they come here. Here comes Nathan Hudson to the low side. He's going to take the lead away. And Jessica Shelton. Whoa! Just about got on the back of that 23 machine. But Shelton does go to 3rd, Dunham to 4th. And Nathan Hudson's going to take the lead now. With now coming to 4 laps to go. And another guard, that's Zach Winkle, and he's also running about 10 miles an hour slower than this bunch. That's the difference between the draft and running by yourself at Talladega Super Speedway. You run in a pack, you're going to be running fast speeds, but if you run by yourself, you're going to be about 10 to 15 miles an hour slower than everybody else. Hudson out front, Shelton 2nd, Fitzwater looking for 3rd. Looking for 2nd now. Hudson to the low side, Zach Winkle. He's going to throw the block on both Hudson and Shelton. And Shelton's going to take the lead. Yeah, she is going to lead the lap there. Jessica Shelton by just about half a car length. Led the last time by. 3 laps to go at Talladega. Jessica Shelton looking for 2 in a row at this track. She's looking for her first victory of the season here. Fitzwater looking for his 2nd. Daniel Voiles and Seth Cole both looking for their first of the season as well too. Ryan Brommer and Destin Bowen looking for their first ever win in this series. And keep your eye on that 12 car. Destin Bowen's been solid the last few races. Let's remember also, too, Bowen got a top 10 at Martinsville unsponsored. Two laps to go. Jessica Shelton deploys 1st. 2nd, running right now is Daniel Voiles. 3rd is Bowen. 4th is now Carson Gum. Here comes Destin Bowen's going to make the move to the low side. What's he going to do to the backstretch here? Voiles is going to stay behind Shelton. That proves to be a bad idea. And here comes Bowen to the low side. He's going to take he's going to take 2nd. Carson Gum gets into it. So does Eric Monaco. So does Paul Minnick. So does Ali Liara. The start finish line to come. The white flag waves. 1 to go. Here comes Eric Monaco to the left side. White flag waves. 1 lap remaining at Talladega. And let the shuffle begin. Here we go. Off the second turn now. Backstretch now. What are you going to do? Eric Monaco. What's he going to do in the backstretch here? Paul Minnick. He goes to the low side. He's going to bring Ali Liara with him at number 16 car. Paul Minnick has never won in this series before. Is he going to pull one off for the first time ever? He stays in behind Jessica Shelton off the fourth turn now. Liara goes to the low side, and it's not going to happen for either of those two drivers to start finish line. They come, and for the second time in a row, Jessica Shelton wins at Talladega. She's won the Die Hard 500, and now Jessica Shelton can add the Winston 500 to her resume as Jessica Shelton in the number 11 Budweiser Ford, the Bill Elliott colors, goes to victory lane, averaging 152.112 miles an hour. Ali Liara comes home second. Third goes to Paul Minnick. Fourth will go to Kat Batson. Fifth to Eric Monaco. Sixth to JT Bryant. Seventh position will go to Carson Gum. Mitchell Hodak comes home eighth. Ninth to Seth Cole. And 10th position will go to Colin Cropley. Margin of victory, 98 thousandths of a second at the start-finish line. Boy, what a thriller that was at Talladega. Always is a classic at Talladega Superspeedway. I'll about guarantee you to say that right here. We gave you the top 10 already here in today's event. Here, 24 cars, or actually 27 cars, excuse me, finished the race here. 24 of them finished on the lead lap, as 3 of them got lapped late in the going, and kind of mixed things up here a little bit. 11th position goes to Ryan Brummer. Great day for the number 9 team. 12th position will go to Trent Dunham. 13th will go to Zachary Fitzwater. 14th to Keith Batson, the pole sitter for the event, and Destin Boland comes home 15th. Another solid run for that number 12 team. Emmanuel Hartnett, the outside pole sitter, comes home in 16th position. 17th goes to Alex Miller. 18th, Phil Parker. 19th, Eric Sadler. And Daniel Voiles, who was running second with 2 to go, got shuffled back to 20th in the final running order. Kyle Matthews, 21st. And Nathan Hudson, the last car to finish in the pack at least, finishes in 22nd position. 23rd goes to Dylan Poteet. 24th to Alex Hawkins. They were the last 2 cars to finish on the lead lap. And remember, Poteet and Hawkins both were involved in that lap 3 caution flag, the only caution flag of the event. 25th goes to Zach Winkle. 26th goes to Nathan Orman, and Wyatt Quayle, the last car to finish, finishes in 27th position. The cars again out of the race: Cole Beaver, Reggie Fogelman, Bryce Egan, Dylan Young, Caleb Fogler, Matt McIntyre, Joshua Osborne, Laura Chung, Michael Turner, Quentin Moore, and Joshua Sakuli. Several really good cars got taken out of that race as well too. Several really good cars that potentially could have had a shot at pulling it off here today. Just Lady Luck was not with them in that one. There are 11 cars out of the race here today, and all in that crash are just tremendous. But that's Talladega for you here. That's Talladega for you. You never know when the big one's going to strike for sure here. But for Jessica Shelton, her first victory of the season, the many-time series champion, pulls off. It's her second win ever at It's her second Talladega victory in her career. And she's got 2 at Talladega, and she's now got 2 at Talladega and 1 at Daytona in this series as well too. So congratulations again to Jessica Shelton, the winner of the Winston 500 at Talladega Superspeedway. If you like what you hear, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on the channel. We got inner races, we got gaming videos, we got inner online videos. Whatever the president of the industry Seth Cole desires to have for his channel, be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup Series, the main series on his channel, and also his NNSCRA Duracell Ultra Light Series as well too. That's his Xfinity Series, and if you want in on future seasons of either the NNSCRA Duracell Cup Series or the NNSCRA Duracell Ultra Light Series, be sure to get with Seth, and he will get you going on that. And also be sure to check out our other series from our other channels from our NNSCRA community. and one of which including the We the Coasters channel. That's a channel run by both Kyle Matthews and Dylan Young. If you are a roller coaster / amusement park fanatic, then We the Coasters is the channel for you. So that will do it here today at Talladega Super Speedway. Here for now, it's James Clausen. It's been a production of the NNSCRA, offline and online racing at its best. We will see you on the road course at Sonoma for the Fram Autolite 300K.